I love my job. This is the best thing ever. This is so fun. I'm so tired, but it's great.
Yeah.
I just realized we have a camera up there. Hello.
Me too.
Hi. Are you enjoying the view?
Welcome to String and Tell, where artists get to talk about their actual interests while we make as many friendship bracelets as we can in 20 minutes. Then at the end of the show, you, yes you, can own one of these bracelets created by my guest here today by visiting the link in the description below. And as always, 100% of the sales are donated to a nonprofit organization of my guest choice. I'm your host, Tawny, and I'm joined here today by Kira Kosarin, who you may recognize on screen from the Thundermans and That 90s Show. She's also the host of In Case It Helps podcast, which you can find on YouTube. And today we're donating 100% of all bracelet sales to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yay!
Have you made friendship bracelets before?
I don't think, well, I mean, okay, when I was a kid, I remember doing a lot of like crafts with my hands because I was a child in the early 2000s.
Of course.
So there were a lot of like lanyards.
Yeah.
I used to make the little like lanyards and like macrame and
Oh my gosh, macrame. That's
all
a throwback.
Yeah, there was always something to do with our hands because we didn't have devices in them yet. But I don't think I've done this specifically. You're gonna see my type A come out. I think I need to plan in advance. So I think I'm gonna start with picking my central charms for the like 2 or 3 pieces I'll make.
Perfect.
And then I'm like super enamored with this orange.
Isn't that cute?
It's so dimensional. It's beautiful.
I like the texture on that one.
I do want to chew it. I'm having Polly Pocket flashbacks. I just want to like
put it in my mouth. That plastic in there, yeah.
Have you ever heard people say, and don't be weird and dirty about this, have you ever heard people say that like you can look at any surface around you and imagine what it would feel like to lick it and know exactly, because as babies we put everything in our mouths?
I have heard that, and I thought that was only like, I thought that was a very specific subset of person.
Maybe. I think it's fairly universal. Yeah, I've been seeing all this stuff lately too about like how apparently some people can see things visually in their brains and some can't. Have you seen this? Like aphantasia, people who don't visualize in their heads.
Yeah, I have heard of that. And there's like a version of that as well that is like, there's no inner monologue.
Yeah, can't imagine. Always talking to myself.
Oh, yeah.
Literally at all times talking to myself.
It's exhausting.
It's really exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
The way I know that I'm falling asleep is when the words in my head turn into images. Like when I go from like a dialogue in my own head, I guess a monologue, literally, to like kind of cartoons. That's how I know I'm starting to dream. Where are you on the visual scale? Can you like picture things vividly
definitely.
in your brain? Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. Like, and even if it's like something that I've never seen before that somebody's describing to me.
Sorry.
You're fine. That happens quite often.
Great. From sorry sound. So someone off camera just went, ugh.
Holy shit. It's part of the experience. It's all good.
I do have to say, like, as someone who does a lot of these kind of talk show situations, I really appreciate having something to do with my hands. I feel like it's nice to not overthink your words. And like, I got distracted by this beautiful color palette.
Oh, I like that pink.
I accidentally made a lesbian flag, which I love.
What? Oh my God, yeah.
Shout out to the girlies.
Yeah.
Oh, those oranges are different shades. Wait, I have to fix it. No, should I sit with this and try to not be perfectionist? No, I'm gonna fix it.
It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna think about it tonight.
I'm gonna fix it. Whoever wears this deserves it to be perfect.
You can't give that to somebody.
No, quality control, people. This has actually been, I feel like, sort of the first year of me really sort of diving into fashion and like trying to find my personal style in a real way. Yeah, I mean, I think I had a very delayed relationship with fashion because I grew up, basically I was always either in like my school uniform or my ballet leotard and tights or my gymnastics leotard, or like I was always in something athletic.
Sure.
And then I got cast as a character that I played from ages 14 to 20 and I was in wardrobe. And all my red carpets, I would like borrow something from my mom's closet. Like oh, did you really? Yeah, like I always was like, stylist, so expensive. I did stylists here and there, but I'm also like, I'm a couple sizes bigger than sample size. And so having a stylist was always really hard for me because I would go into fittings and I would find things I loved and they would be like, one size too small because they were sample. And it just, I constantly felt like I was having to wear something I didn't like because I didn't fit into the thing I did. And it just like gave me a terrible relationship with my body. And I was just like, this is not,
I can imagine,
not good for anyone. So
especially at that age when you're already like changing and it's awkward.
Totally. So I stopped using stylists. And anyway, I've been sort of developing for the last several years. But my husband is really stylish and he really helps me with clothing and stuff. But I feel like this year I finally have started to click into like, what do I want to look like in my late 20s? And it's really fun. I'm really enjoying playing around with it. I think that my next thing to incorporate is friendship necklaces.
That'll be really... You do a lot of like hobbies and stuff.
I do. I'm a big hobbies girl. Honestly, half of it comes from the fact that I grew up very much as like, I'm going to pause on this one and start working another one. Half of it comes from the fact that I grew up as an athlete. So I was always moving. I think it was either that or medication. Like medication can be great if that's what's right for you. I was very, very high energy and very prone to like wanting movement. My mom was a ballerina. My dad was like a big fitness guy. So I think they both saw like, great, she's got a lot of potential. She wants to move a lot. Let's put her in activities where she can do that. So I was growing up always just like ballet to school, to jazz, to gymnastics, to this sport, whatever. So fitness is a big part of my life and I always like to be moving. And because I am an ex-ballerina who can't do ballet anymore because of some hip and back stuff, I'm always looking for like fitness things to fit, artistic things and fitness things to like fill that gap. Definitely. That was a big part of my childhood. And then the other thing is that I'm like desperately trying to get the hell off my phone because it's ruining my fucking life. Sorry, can I curse on here?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Okay, great. It's ruining my fucking life. And I would like it to not ruin my fucking life anymore. And so 2 years ago, I really started a journey of trying to like analog my life.
Yeah.
And I was looking for hobbies that would like get me off my phone and give me a way to use my hands. I started taking real pottery classes.
Oh, wow, like with a kiln and everything.
Like throwing on the wheel, which I really, really loved. I was doing crochet, which I also really enjoyed until I got a repetitive stress injury in my shoulder.
Oh, no.
I'm that cool. How'd you hurt your shoulder? Playing sports? Making granny squares. I am making placemats. Actually, was how I hurt myself. Making placemats. Yeah. So yeah, I was really into those for a while, and then I was like, they're fun, but they're not giving me like they're not scratching the fitness itch.
Sure.
So then I got really into rock climbing.
Like at a gym or like
outdoors? At a climbing gym originally, but I missed being outdoors because that's another thing that's really important to me. So then we started going outdoor climbing.
Very cool.
Took a class on how to anchor, like how to like go up to the top of a mountain and use your rope and tie yourself in so that you don't die.
Yeah,
which is really high stakes and scary.
That's super scary.
But yeah, my dad didn't love it. But we went to this huge cliff in Malibu overlooking the beach, and we tied ourselves up, and people were watching us, and I used to be the person on the beach watching the climbers there, and it was very cool.
That's so cool. That's like a full circle moment.
So that was my big hobby for a while. And then I left town to go film the Thundermans Undercover, the most recent season, like spin-off season of my franchise, the Thundermans. And didn't have time to climb, took a break. When I got back, I was like, I want something new. And I started figure skating.
You started figure skating?
I did. I've always loved just like going to the rink since I was a little kid. I grew up in New Jersey, so like all of our birthday parties.
New Jersey, okay.
Yeah. Where are you from again?
San Diego. I've been in Southern California, working in the industry my whole life, kind of a person.
Oh, crazy. I'll just finish this off by saying I got really, really into it for like, I usually do hobbies for like 3 months intensely. I skated for like 6 months because all my coaches were like, don't quit, you need to like do routines and compete. And like, because all my ballet background like really helped.
Oh, but I'm sure that was an easy transition.
Ultimately, skating is such a huge commitment, time-wise, financially. Like it kind of has to be your priority if you really want to be serious about it. And it
makes sense.
Just kind of went to anything. So I'm slightly on pause with skating and climbing. I'm like literally looking for my next hobby right now. Actually, it's reading, which I know doesn't really count as a hobby, but I've really gotten into reading in the last year, and I was always so like anti-reading, which is funny because I'm a nerd. I'm very pro like
It happens to everybody.
I'm regulating. I'm processing. I'm not gonna cry.
Feeling your emotions.
That is a big bummer. I was really proud of that piece.
Do you remember the pattern?
No, of course not.
No.
What do you mean?
No idea.
What do you mean? That's okay.
What do you mean?
That's okay. Life happens. Yes, I'm looking for my next hobby. Maybe it'll be friendship racing, but after that, maybe not. And
not after this experience.
Yeah. And, reading.
You told me
I was so
when
anti-reading.
We were chatting, you read like 26 books.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I'm a stupid fast reader. I don't know why that's a skill that I have. I don't know if it's just because I didn't like homework taking me so long when I was a kid, and I just figured out how to read quick. Do you know where the match to this yellow guy is?
That little one. I don't see it. Let me see what I can find here.
Please hold.
Wait, so she's not this.
No, it's not that. Oh, it's under my butt.
Oh, good.
Sometimes you just gotta get up and look for it. Yeah, I'm a really, really fast reader. Okay. And I just always was like, I can't read. It's boring. It's hard to focus. And then I learned that that's not a reason not to read. That's a reason to read. Because that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like I do. I sort of was like, that actually shouldn't be an excuse anymore. Yeah. I want to get past that. And it's so rewarding. I started with reading nonfiction because it was easier to like stay engaged. And then I branched out. So yeah, this is definitely not nearly as good as it was before. But you know what? Such is life. C'est la vie. It's fine. It's fine. I'm choosing to not care about it because if I do, it will take me down.
It's going to be the topic for your next podcast.
Honestly. Yeah, coping.
Coping
with disappointment and failure. It's an important one.
You do that with your husband, right?
Our podcast?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's called In Case It Helps. And it's mostly us kind of nerding out, honestly, about language is a big part of it. Mm-hmm. And like etymology and like food and culture and art and things we've read and written and watched and then we like answer kind of advice questions from fans, usually sort of like about fitness or self-care or discipline or, you know, self-discovery. Kind of just all revolves around the thesis statement that I feel like everybody's lives would be better if everybody felt a little bit more empowered to be intellectually curious.
Sure.
I think that a lot of the issues in the world come from people not engaging with things on a thoughtful level because of defensiveness or because of lack of access to education or because of whatever anti-intellectual strains run through our society. And we're hoping we'll eventually start doing guests too, but
sure.
One step at a time, you know.
That's really fun to like be able to do together too. I don't know how you balance everything. That's beautiful. Look how cute that is. You saved it.
Yeah, it was better before, but you know what? Maybe it wasn't.
You don't know.
Who knows? Because I don't remember.
Just compare to.
I'm going to make another one. But I will say, it is sort of strange to be someone who's juggled a lot of careers for my whole life because I do kind of always feel like a little bit of an outsider in whichever career I'm in. Yeah, like I feel like
the niche thing is kind of weird.
I feel like when I was doing music, I was the actor who was doing music, which is fair. But like when when I'm an actor on set, like I'm the one who does social media. And when I'm at, you know, a social media event for a, you know, fashion company or a TikTok event or whatever, I'm like, I'm not a content creator, I'm not an influencer, I'm an actor. Like, genuinely the only place I think where I feel 100% like, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is where I belong, is when I'm directing multicam sitcom TV.
That's
at least
where, like,
recently,
it feels like
in this moment in my life where I've directed, you know, three episodes of kids TV in the last year. Like, when I'm in that job, I'm like, yeah, this is where I belong. I know more about this than you could ask to. I mean, it's still like a scary thing to do for the first few times because it's such a huge responsibility and there's kind of no way to practice. You have to just like do it.
Right.
But that's where I sort of feel like, okay, this is my world. This is what I know better than anyone. You know what I mean?
That is so cool to have like found that.
Yeah, it's really cool and it's really new for me too. And it's also something that I like did not think I would want to do.
Really?
I sort of think of myself as someone who likes to be second in command.
Okay.
I'm really good at like executing. I'm really good at logisticizing and organizing and keeping track of creative things and logistical things. But I ultimately do like to have one person to make the final calls because I can be very indecisive by way of just being a perfectionist and wanting to make the right decision.
Oh, I get that.
So I have historically liked being, you know, like an executive producer on a project where I can be like, hey, I have some details to help you make this decision. Here's why I think we should maybe do one. Here's why I think we should maybe do the other.
Sure.
I'm going to gather all the information and let you make the decision. Like, that's historically where I've been comfortable. There are times as a director where you just like, you are the one who has to make the call. So I never thought I would be comfortable with that. My dad was always like, you'd be such a good director. It's all of your skills of like communication and creativity and time management and all these things. And I didn't believe him, and it turns out I love it, but I freak out first. Like a week before directing my last gig, I was like, do I want to jump off a bridge and maybe disappear and just not do this? Because it's the scariest thing ever. And then the whole entire job, I came home every day and I was like, I love my job. This is the best thing ever. This is so fun. I'm so tired, but it's great.
Yeah.
I just realized we have a camera up there. Hello.
Me too.
Hi. Are you enjoying the view?
How did you get into that then? Like, you know, was it just kind of like a natural opportunity presented itself being in the industry?
Well, so I'm gonna have to pause doing this to let my brain work for a sec. So For anyone who doesn't know me, hi. For anyone who doesn't know the intricacies of my 15-year career, so valid. So I started on Nickelodeon. I did 106 episodes of a Nickelodeon show called The Thundermans between the ages of 15 and 20. And I learned a lot on that show because I love to learn and I seek out mentors, and because I turned down going to school when I was 16, when I graduated high school. I had to defer my university enrollment until I eventually, just 4 years had gone by, and it was just like, I don't think it's right for me to go to college. So I spent my time on the show really learning and shadowing different departments and kind of all that. And then in 2023, question mark, fact check, the opportunity came along to do a reboot of the Thundermans.
Right, yeah.
Because it had gotten popular during COVID on Netflix. And I ended up getting entwined as a producer, as an executive producer, because of some bold moves I made in development that, looking back, I'm like, I can't believe I made those bold moves.
Sure.
And then I asked to direct an episode of that season because it was like, it's my show, it's my crew. I've been an EP on it twice now. I've played the character for 15 years. Like, if I'm ever gonna feel confident to make the leap to do this thing for the first time, and I directed smaller like indie projects or whatever, but that was my first time taking on like a big, multi-million-dollar production.
That is so special and rare when you land those jobs where it is like truly collaborative with everybody, but it doesn't always happen as often as we'd like, which is what I like to tell people.
No. Yeah, and sets can be really stressful places. Yeah. They're very kind of sensorily overwhelming sometimes, and you're working really intimately with people you did not choose to work with.
Yes.
You did not choose to spend all of your life with, and sometimes that works out well and you get beautiful relationships, and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, completely.
And
I get that, yeah.
It can be lots of different things. But when you get a good one, it is utterly, utterly magical. Yeah. So what is your main? The stuff that I see you post is usually sort of like commercial reads, and is that your bag more than like animated character?
Yeah. So I love, and I feel like that's why we all get into this, really. I feel like so few people get into this going like, I really want to do commercials. Like, I feel like most people get into this because they're like, I want to do character work, so that is animation and video games for the most part. And it's so competitive. It's so incredibly competitive. And because of that, you oftentimes don't end up getting those really sweet paychecks you get from everything that comes with commercial.
For show.
or tech. And then a lot of times too, like as we were talking about, it's just like, who's offering a job right now? What are you booking work in? And I'm just going to follow the money. So I just kind of ended up in like the tech, like doing tech and virtual and phone answering and commercial and everything. And I'm really grateful now. I am booking a lot more just because I'm more well known at this point in my career, that I am more in like animation and video games. I'm doing stuff that is more character centric because that is what I love.
And your voice is very, just hearing you talk right now, like you have that natural inclination. You're very articulate. You're very, your tone is lovely to listen to. Do you feel like the way that you naturally speak has changed because you've been doing this career for so long? Or do you feel like you've kind of always sounded like this?
This actually isn't my natural speaking voice. I started pitching my voice much lower when I was a teenager because I had so many adults in my life tell me like, nobody's ever going to take you seriously if you talk like, up here and this is like your natural speaking voice and it's like really high and low.
It's a little sexist, but also a little true.
And that's the thing is I'm like, that's shitty. And then at the same time, like, that also is true.
Right. It's the same with like and vocal fry and things that are geographic markers of Southern California. Sometimes they betray like a lack of education, but sometimes they're just your regional freaking dialect.
That's it.
Like, it's insane.
Or just where, your register lives is like, so it's been something I very consciously doing is like pitching my voice like lower so I sound like an adult because people come to the door, like they answer the phone when I was a teenager or in my 20s, living on my own. And I'm like, hi, this is Tawny. Oh yeah, definitely, I can do it. Like, is your mommy home? I'm like, no, I am the mommy.
That's a cute voice too, though. But the fact that you were able to just adjust the way you speak, is probably shows your natural talent for it, and B is probably because of your work doing it.
That too, where I'm just like, oh, okay, we need to be lower, I can do lower. But then you feel like Elizabeth Holmes, and you're like, it would just take one drop of blood to change somebody's life.
That's really funny. That's really funny. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but I just had a very funny memory of like when I was a teenager and I liked somebody, I would, instead of getting like girlier and sweeter, I would get like broy.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh yeah, like because I mirror people when I'm trying to like connect with them. And I will never forget, I had this boy that I had a huge crush on, and he was like kind of just like cool, like surfer dude vibes. And every time I would talk to him, I'd be like, dude, bro, for sure. And somebody once was like, I thought you liked him. And I was like, I do. And
that's why I'm talking like that.
Then why are you talking like that to them? It's having the opposite effect. And I was like, oh,
yeah, shoot.
It is funny, yeah. Especially when you're someone like us who changes your personality for your job, it is very easy to mirror people consciously or consciously. I remember one of the ways that I felt like I knew my husband was like the one for me was that I was like, I feel like with everyone else, I end up talking like them. And I feel like with him, I talk like me. And I didn't even know what that meant until like, I started catching like my parlance and my inside jokes. And obviously a lot of them came from him, but they felt really authentic to me in a way that like other partners, I'm a great chameleon and I can match other people's sense of humors, and especially like the person I was talking to right before I met my husband, like super funny, weird sense of humor, and I just like totally learned how to match it.
Yeah.
But when I met my husband, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a bit.
Yeah.
And it's not me, and now I'm doing me. It was a sweet thing of being like, oh, you make me more me. Like that's what we should all be looking for.
No, I completely get that. I relate to that so much.
I'm trying to be optimistic and hope that like things are getting so bad that it might drive us all away from the internet and we can all just go back to living real, regular lives. Like
oh my gosh, and then we could do like theater.
Imagine that. That would be amazing.
I'd love to do theater with a live audience, yeah.
Oh, I'd love to do sitcom with a live audience.
That would be incredible.
Those were the days, man. We did like 60 or 65 live audience tapings on the original
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize that was live.
Certain episodes, because we had kids and a lot of special effects because we played superheroes, sometimes the episode would be too complicated to do live, but most of the time.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Because that is like I don't know, like I feel like we're all different, of course, but for me as an actor, I'm like, the live audience was always my favorite. And I'm like, if there was any money in theater, I would have like gone, you know, head first.
100%. I mean, that's my whole family's background, was Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was a Broadway actress. My dad was a music director, and my uncle was and still is a hugely prolific arranger, music director over at Disney.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So I really I could have been a Broadway Nepo baby if I had wanted to.
Yeah.
Like really and truly. But it's just, I ended up falling in love with kids TV, with kids multicam sitcom TV. Which is why, it's funny, sometimes people are like, people will say nasty things of, oh, she wasn't able to break out. Oh, she didn't,
You're doing great.
You're still doing this reboot. You must be so jobless. And like, you don't understand. The reason I moved to LA was to do this thing.
Yeah.
And 15 years later, I'm still getting the opportunity to get paid doing a thing that I love that makes children happy. Like, why would I not?
How am I losing? Before we go, because we're getting to that absolute time.
I figured.
I am going to have you do a couple things here.
Great.
So one is I'm going to give you this friendship bracelet for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So the thing with friendship bracelets is they are not meant to just stay with you. They are meant to be passed throughout the world, so whether that is like the minute you walk out of here or it's like 10 years from now, you'll know when you know that like this is the person to give my friendship bracelet to, and then make sure they know to like pass it on. And then in my little hippy dippy way, I'm like, oh, and then it like connects all of us.
Peace.
Oh my gosh, flirt.
Should we trade candy? Wait,
trade candy. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, wait. So it's
peace, love, unity, respect,
and then you trade, right?
Oh my God, I've not had. You're the first person who understood the flirt.
Oh my God, slay, huge slay.
I didn't know you were a raver.
I mean, listen, I've been around the block in more places than people think. You know what's funny? I share so much about my life and personality on the internet that people think I have no secrets and they know everything about me. People know nothing about me.
The same way. I'm the same way.
I'd be protecting my career and my job and trying to be a good impression on the kiddies.
You know how I needed to make money when I was starting out.
Listen, I'm not nothing crazy, nothing too crazy, but we've
nothing
lived.
Too crazy.
We've lived. All right, well, cut the cameras. We'll chat.
Wait,
please hold.
Okay.
Hold on.
Absolutely. Did you really?
No. I wasn't planning to whip this out, but necessity. Necessity is necessity. I am, how you say, melting. And
yes.
Yeah, I'm not just doing this because it looks cunty. Sorry, because it looks slay. I'm also dying. Okay,
it is
let's
cunty.
do it. It is cunty.
It is cunty.
This has become my trademark on set, like especially as a director. I always have a fan. I always have extras to give to the cast, and I'm always fanning people because everyone's always hot.
Yeah,
or freezing.
I might have to take that note from you and apply that to my own stuff.
You should always have a fan.
I agree. I'm gonna start doing that. It's the last day.
My biggest fan. All right, talk to me.
So I'm gonna have you do one last friendship bracelet. Make the best one you can in 2 minutes.
No, don't put time pressure on me.
I am putting time pressure on you.
Okay.
Because it's fun. And that bracelet that you make, it's gonna live here in the studio with us.
That's the one that you're gonna remember me by?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. Here we go. And
all right, are you ready?
And action.
And go. Favorite 90s style or clothing trend?
Face framing layers.
Would you rather be slimed again or swim in a pool of Jell-O?
I've done both, and I'll probably do both again. If I'm being fully honest, realistically.
Would you rather act or direct?
Both. I guess I'll say direct.
Would you rather cuddle a koala or a panda?
Well, koalas will have chlamydia, right?
Yes.
So I'll say panda.
Would you rather spend a week in a forest or a night in a haunted house?
Forest? Are you kidding me? Would you like to go to beautiful, relaxing nature or get scared shitless?
I'm thinking survival in a forest, probably. I would imagine.
Well, no, can I bring my backpacking gear?
I'll allow it.
Okay, then forest. Yeah, if I can go camping.
Would you rather have a rat in your kitchen or a roach in your bed?
I've had both. We had a huge roach infestation a couple years ago, and I've gotten very comfortable with German roaches. I'm actually not scared of rats. I know that they have diseases sometimes, but I think rats just have bad PR, because why do you have gerbils and hamsters and think mice are cute, but rats are scary and bad?
Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button for your life?
Well, see, this opens up a whole can of worms, because does that mean I can view what's happened, or can I interact and change things, or like time travel?
I think so. Like rewind means like we're gonna allow for all of the rules as you see it, because you can either pause or you can rewind, and I'm okay with.
I feel like I would like to be able to rewind, but I don't think it's a tool that I should have. I think it's important that we can't change the past, and that we have to just learn and grow. And especially as a perfectionist, I think I would find myself wanting to pause and go back a lot, and I think that would be bad for me. So.
Okay. TikTok or Instagram?
I'm trying not to lose any brand deals, by the way. Answer this.
That's when you go both.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, it's hard. Like I'm on the line of Gen Z and millennial, and so I do remember the time that Instagram was really fun, and I still get a lot of joy out of making my dumps and like curating them, and I look back through my own Instagram all the time. I like the photo format. Like I really liked Instagram. But obviously TikTok has changed the world. Yeah. Also, TikTok is much more addictive, and short form video, swipeable content is really bad for our brains, and it's affecting culture in a lot of ways that are both good and bad, and I have complicated relationships with social media on the whole. So that's my rapid fire answer that I'm sure is exactly what you were looking for.
And that's 2.5 minutes.
Beautiful, and I'm happy with this.
I love it, it's so pretty. I love the pastel.
This might be the best one I've made. I don't know if it's because I felt like I had to just not overthink it, or if it's just because I've had practice now. This is my 5th one. Anyway, this has been a freaking blast.
I'm so glad that you had so much fun.
I really did. You're lovely. This was awesome.
You are wonderful.
This is one of
my favorite episodes.
Don't cut that out. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
And if you'd like to own any of these bracelets made here today by Kira, head to the link in the description below. Every dollar goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thanks for watching, and remember, every bracelet has a story, and every story helps a cause. See you next time.